You're watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
In the early years of television, broadcasters kept looking for ways to use television to uplift and inspire people. One of those ideas, create a spectacular New Year's Day broadcast coast to coast. The network asked our station to create a live national remote broadcast from the base of the Wasatch Mountains, including a full choir at dawn. As Utah's first TV station, Channel 4 had been doing remotes for 8 years, and our TV pioneer engineers were ready. Craig Wirth shows us the rare footage.
It was New Year's Day, 1956. America's major cities would wake up to a live television gift. It would be one of the most ambitious projects ever attempted in the early days of live TV. That TV gift would be available to all of America, and it would consist of over 100 people standing here in these foothills, all singing Handel's Messiah at the precise moment the sun peeked over the Wasatch. Channel 4's remote truck and 6 cameras would attempt to do what had never been done before. Our engineers would microwave the picture across the valley to our transmitter in the Oquirrh Mountains, and from there a series of microwaves would carry the signal to New York City. Television legend Abe Garraway started the broadcast as America welcomed New Year's '56. Salt Lake was ready. The sun had just broken over the mountains. It was time to go.
So a new year has started, and we all hold in our hands this leap year, 365 more days to match the one that we're letting slip into eternity with every passing second. Rest and be a bystander on a Utah mountainside through the words of Handel's Messiah, a chorus crying out to the open sky, Hallelujah, for the Lord God omnipotent reigneth. The world-famed Salt Lake City Oratorio Society on New Year's Day, 1956.
Of course, cameras were primitive, and you are watching what was called a kinescope. A film camera recorded what was on the TV screen as a memory for us. For time reasons, we can't play the whole broadcast from that morning. But we can tell you it worked. 6 cameras, the remote truck, our crew from Utah's first TV station, and a gift to America that New Year's Day. Craig Wirth, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Craig. And in national news, police believe a 19-year-old from Maine is responsible for the New Year's Eve machete attack on 3 New York City police officers. That happened in Times Square just as hundreds of thousands of people gathered to watch the iconic ball drop. Federal investigators, along with the NYPD, are investigating into what could be the most serious potential incident of terrorism in the history of New Year's Eve in Times Square.
Unprovoked, a 19-year-old male approached an officer and attempted to strike him over the head with a machete. The male then struck 2 additional officers in the head.
Investigators say the officers shot the suspect in the shoulder moments after dozens scrambled, worried it was a mass shooter. The FBI searched the suspect home in Maine, reviewing his writings and social media posts. Some reports suggesting that he was recently radicalized. The 19-year-old is facing 2 counts of attempted murder of a police officer and 2 counts of attempted assault. And a deadly storm filled with rain and heavy snow is causing evacuations in California. The concern is flooding to the low-lying communities as the floodwaters continue to rise to dangerous levels and 2 levees fail.
Street flooding, house flooding, mudslides, rock slides, wires down.
In Fresno County, first responders had to rescue a 78-year-old man from his pickup truck, and another man was found dead in his vehicle. The state is now preparing for 2 more storms later this week.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Nate Larson. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, checking in with Nate Larson in for Alana Brophy. And Nate, it has been a chaotic couple of days. It's nice to see things a little more mellow tonight.
Yeah, it is quite a bit calmer, Courtney, but that's after some record rainfall in southern Utah. In fact, St. George reporting record rainfall today of around 3/4 of an inch. We're seeing just some clouds out now, but we will see clouds increase overnight. In fact, that is the new record, 0.75. The old record was 0.44 from 1922. So new record rainfall for St. George. There were a few other areas that saw some record moisture amounts as well. Not for Salt Lake today, but we did have some record moisture yesterday. Snowfall at 4.7 inches. So over the year in 2022, average temperature, we weren't too far from average. In fact, just almost a degree above that from what's normal. Precipitation ended up below average. Usually we get 14.52 inches of precipitation. We're at 12.57, or we ended the year at that. And snowfall was just a little bit behind, almost a foot behind, 43.2 inches of snow last season, at least last year. The season technically goes from October 1st to September 30th for the water year, but as far as the calendar year goes, 51.9 inches is normal, and we were below average. Record of 117 inches of snowfall. Boy, that would be incredible. Snowfall totals, we had some incredible amounts of moisture fall in the mountain areas over the New Year weekend. 50 inches of snow at Sundance, Brighton 43, 39 inches at Park City Mountain, so over 3 feet, over 4 feet in some areas of, again, Sundance. Snowbird 32 inches, even in parts of the valley we had over a foot of snow come down. Sandy, Tooele, 10 inches in South Jordan, Bountiful 9 inches. In fact, some folks reporting closer to 12 inches in South Jordan. Chances of moisture continuing. Again, a slight chance overnight into tomorrow. We've got another chance Thursday into Friday. Models giving us about a 40% chance. Maybe a little something into early next week, but it's still early on. But dry weather at least on Wednesday and Saturday. Mentioned some moisture over southern Utah. Again, we have a chance for areas, again, primarily in the southern tier of the state, with some light snowfall lingering across northern Utah as well. Most of it down south of us, though, with light accumulations expected. High pressure Wednesday. Again, a warm front should be here late Wednesday into Thursday. Could generate some light moisture out there. Better chances Thursday into Friday as the actual core of the storm system moves through. Temperature-wise, again, we're in the 20s for overnight lows, about 33 in St. George. We might see a half of an inch or so on the grassy surfaces overnight in the lower Washington valleys. A couple of inches or an inch or 2 in Cedar City. Bryan Head should see several inches of snow, closer to 4 to 7. St. George, again, rain, snow showers tomorrow, mainly in the morning, but clearing out in the afternoon, 45. 46 on Wednesday, plan on low 50s Thursday, Friday, with a chance of showers late Thursday into Friday. Should be a pretty nice weekend overall. The Wasatch Front also looking at mid-30s tomorrow. Slight chance of some snow, mainly before noon. 37 on Wednesday, should be a quiet day. And then towards the end of the week, we've got another system bringing rain, snow showers late Thursday into Friday. Mid to low 40s for highs, with upper 30s by the weekend. Quieter weather out there over the weekend, partly cloudy as well.
All right, need to bundle up again.
It's always cold this time of year, right?
At
least it's not bitter cold with single digits or something.
Exactly. So. Well, you know where it's not cold right now?